What's up everybody, my name's Jordan Scott, and on this channel I talk about farming, tractors and equipment, and the daily life of a farmer. So today I wanted to go through a list of my top 10 dream tractors. I've got a list of 5 old ones, and I've got a list of 5 new ones. Yes, this list is going to be Case IH heavy. I'm a Case fan, and I like a lot of Case tractors. If you're looking for a John Deere list, you're in the wrong spot. I don't know about John Deere tractors much. The ones I want are going to be red, mostly. There are some other ones on here, and there's even a green one, but we'll get into that later. Let's start out with the old tractors first. The first tractor on my list is a Case IH 7488. Some people would call this a 2+2. It's the same kind of model. The unique thing about the 7488 is only 16 were made. This tractor had 235 horsepower.
This four-wheel drive lets you optimize your tractor investment because you can use it more hours a year and get more productivity out of every hour.
And they only made it in 1985. This was about the time they were transitioning and getting into Steiger. Case bought Steiger around this time and started getting into bigger four-wheel drive tractors. So because this tractor is so rare and there was only 16 of them made, a couple of them just sold a year or two ago. The one I found that sold for over $100,000 in 2018. They are rare and they're valuable. They also look pretty cool. We used to have a 2+2, which is this same style of tractor. The one we had was a lot smaller. Next tractor on my list of old tractors is a Case IH 1066. You could get this tractor in regular front wheels or with a front wheel assist. I like the front wheel assist just because it's more rare and you don't see it very often. This tractor had 108 horsepower, came out in 1971, and they made it till 1976. That's when they started putting more cabs on their tractors. The list price for this tractor in 1976 was $21,100. The next tractor on my old tractor dream list is a International Farmall 300. This tractor is kind of special to me. My grandpa had this tractor, and we still have it today. Actually, it's in our shed. Why is it a dream tractor of mine? Just for nostalgia, and it has a special meaning being in our family for so long. My grandpa bought this tractor brand new, and we still have it, and we're thinking about restoring it back to its original luster. Now, these tractors were made from 1954 to 1956. The list price on that tractor in 1956 was $2,900. They're still probably worth around that. That's, with inflation, they've probably kept their value. This tractor had a whopping 35.43 horsepower. And that .43 is important. We'll go from the least amount of horsepower tractor on my list, the International 300, to the tractor with the most horsepower on my entire list. And that is a 1978 Big Bud 747. The price on this tractor was $300,000 in 1978. That's like $1 million now. That's expensive. Even as a farmer, you might not have heard about this tractor because there was one made. This tractor had 960 horsepower. It had a 1,000-gallon diesel tank on it. And the hydraulic system on this tractor held 150 gallons of hydraulic oil. This thing is huge. You can see some videos of it. I'll post a link to this tractor up above here. This tractor's on my list because it's a dream list. Yeah, there's only one of them out there, but I can dream. So the next tractor on my list is a green tractor. For you John Deere fans, it is not a John Deere. It's a Steiger, which is now Case IH. The next tractor on my list is a 1986 Steiger Tiger 525. This tractor is a bright lime green, fantastic looking, straight out of the 80s. This tractor has 525 horsepower. So it was big even at that time. It's still big today with that amount of horsepower. I've just always liked these tractors for some reason. Steiger had a great name in the 70s and 80s from what I've read about. I wasn't around until 85, so I wouldn't know. But from what I've heard, Steiger was awesome. Case bought them shortly after this tractor was built, and now Steiger is the name on the quad tracks and the other four-wheel drive tractors that Case makes. Okay, so those are 5 of my dream tractors that are older tractors. Let's get into some new ones. First tractor on my list is a Case IH, surprise, Magnum Row-Trac 380. These tractors are cool. They have regular tires on the front and tracks in the back. So this tractor, a 380 Magnum Row-Trac, is rated at 380 horsepower, but the max horsepower on it is actually 435 horsepower. Now these tractors you can configure to fit your row spacing however you'd like. The front wheels can be moved in and out to fit rows, and the tracks you can get in 16, 18, 24, or 30-inch configurations. So you can customize this tractor to fit into your operation however you'd like. I have seen them with duals on the front too, so you could put duals on the front and a big track in the back if you want. This tractor is just very versatile and can be used in many different applications, from tillage to planting to whatever you need. They're higher horsepower, so you can get a lot done with these tractors. So the list price on this tractor, I went on to Case's website and built one. One I built was $547,000 brand new. I did load it up with every option available, but it's one of my dream tractors, so I would put everything I can on it. Okay, let's get into the next tractor, and that is a Fendt 1050. Fendt is made by AGCO. So AGCO makes a bunch of different tractors, including the Cat Challengers, like the one we have, Fendt, Massey Ferguson. So the Fendt 1050. This tractor is a fixed frame tractor, which means it doesn't articulate like some of the big four-wheel drive tractors do. However, this tractor has 500 horsepower, which is huge for a fixed tractor. The next tractor on my list, you think I could have made a list without one of these on there? Yes, it's another Case. It is the 620 Quad Trac. These are iconic. The Quad Trac came out in 1996 and has been a solid tractor ever since. They are very popular. Even with John Deere guys, they can't deny that this tractor is a workhorse. Quad Tracs are just smooth, they articulate, they have tracks, you get a lot of horsepower, and they're just a great high horsepower tractor. Now I built one of these on Case's website also, and it came out to the most expensive tractor on my list at $762,000. $750,000 for a new one of these that's loaded up, again, because it's my dream tractor. I get to build it how I want it. So $750,000 for a new one configured the way I want it. Now the 620 Quad Trac is rated at 620 horsepower, but the max horsepower is actually closer to 700. This is the biggest tractor that Case currently makes. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a bigger one coming up. The moment you John Deere guys have all been waiting for. Yes, a John Deere tractor made my dream list. That kind of hurts to say. Ugh. I think I'm gonna be sick. The tractor I'm talking about is brand new from John Deere. It is the 410 8RX. 410 stands for the horsepower. This is a new tractor from John Deere. It's kind of cool looking. It's different, and that's why it's on my list. I haven't seen a fixed frame 4-track tractor before. I mean, Case did it back in the 90s as a concept, but John Deere is actually producing these now. I think they look cool. How they work, I don't know. So time will tell to see if this is a good design or not. I have my doubts on whether this will be a good design or not for John Deere, but I hope it is. Yes, I'm a Case guy, but I don't hope that anybody fails, even John Deere. So this is the only John Deere on my list, but a John Deere did make my list. Yeah, it surprised me too. The last tractor on my list is a Kloss Zerion 5000. Kloss is a European company, and this tractor is very popular over there. The cool thing about this tractor is it is a fixed frame tractor. Like I said, it does not articulate like some of these other ones do. The unique thing about it is all four wheels steer. It has different steering configurations where you can just steer the front wheels, or just steer the back wheels, or steer both front and back all together. You can kind of walk it sideways if you want, which is unique, and that's why it's on my list also. Now this tractor also has an option where you can get the cab. It will actually lift up and rotate, so you can turn the whole cab around and face backwards. There's some applications that this makes sense for mowing and pushing silage up and things like that, but that's pretty unique. I don't think I've seen that before. Now this tractor, you could say, is the Mercedes-Benz of tractors because it is. The engine is made by Mercedes-Benz. This tractor is rated at 517 horsepower with a max of up to 530 horsepower. So that's my list of my dream tractors. What are some of the tractors you guys like? Drop them down in the comments below. Let me know what your favorite tractors are. Even if they're green, I'll take a look. Now I do have one more tractor on my list. It is not a production tractor, however. You cannot buy this tractor. It is the Case IH autonomous tractor concept. This came out a couple years ago at Farm Progress Show in Iowa. It's pretty cool. Is autonomous the way to go in the future? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where it's going. Autonomous operations of tractors has been around for a while. It just hasn't really caught on. There's something about the human element of operating a tractor that can't really be duplicated, but that doesn't mean it won't have its place in the future. You can operate this tractor remotely, so I could be sitting in my office on my iPad getting some tillage done, or planting a field, or spraying a field, or whatever. You can even send it to the field from your office, from an iPad or your phone, and it will drive down the road, stop at the stop signs, will stop if somebody goes in front of it, like this video shows here. But again, I'm not sure if this will catch on or not. The concept is very cool. It would cut down on labor costs a lot. Efficiency is a big thing on farms, as you can see, and this might have its place in the future. That's my list. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this short video. Check out my other videos if you like. Hit the thumbs up and like this video. Consider subscribing right here. And check out some other videos. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.